Hi, Scorpio. Welcome back. Thank you for being here. Let's dive into your reading, shall we? Scorpio, messages for Scorpios. Could feel like there's a lack of healing, a lack of innovation, a lack of self-care, a lack of self-nurturance. So that's important, right? There could be some self-imposed restrictions, maybe other people that you feel are distracting your energy, but it looks like you're coming out of a level of sadness, which is great, or you should be, so that you can come towards a new belief system that better supports you in the future. There could be a talk about commitment here definitely as well. Yeah, maybe you're even detaching emotionally from a commitment because of some kind of financial issues. There's a need to rely on your intuition most primarily, so focus on your intuition if you can at this time. Make time to meditate, right? There could have been something that was not closing out that needs to close out before you can move towards a new beginning and a choice that needs to be made regarding lovers or two different paths. Scorpio. Yeah, there's a lack of harvesting something. There needs to be a culmination point, right? We have to end something before we move towards something else so that we can have the renewal, right? Interesting. Make sure you're not spreading yourself too thin between like keeping up with the Joneses, superficial things. Make sure you're focusing on what really matters to you, what's important. Your love, your focus on yourself, self-love, your emotions are important and vital at this time. You could have gone through a storm, but it looks like you need to establish more peace after this storm. Yeah, this storm could have came to like tear down all old false belief structures or old false ways of seeing something like facades, fakeness, right? There could be courage to enact change, to actually move towards more empowerment, more joy in your life. So let's grab you advice. Most vital advice for Scorpios. Most vitally important advice, please, for the Scorpios. Thank you so much. Abundance mindset. If you think of abundance as something that happens in the future, it'll always be a day away. See, think, feel, and speak of abundance as something you already have in the present, and that is what you experience, remembering to be grateful. And you send out that frequency of gratitude, right, of contentment, and what do you attract? You attract more of that towards you, of course. Scorpio's most vital message. We have silence in the reverse, so let's go ahead and read that. We also have ritual on the bottom there, 36. This could be coming to a higher mind and learning more important things about reciprocity, give and take dynamics in general, maybe even your health and your coworkers or your friends or how you communicate. This is a call to find your presence and be aware of the present moment. This means getting back into your body, allowing yourself to feel, be aware of your surroundings, and take in all the things you often overlook in the hustle and bustle of the day. Feel your emotional grid. Allow whatever feelings are present with you to be heard. It can be anger, happiness, fear, excitement, or a million combinations of emotions. Not all emotions are comfortable, but they are there to guide you, and it's important that we move through them. I mean, it's always difficult for the first day, right? You might have a really crummy day, moving through a lot of emotions, right? But then the next day you feel lighter. And it's because you took the work, you sacrificed your time to actually feel those emotions and move through them, right? So this could be regarding something you love, maybe your love life, children, creativity, finding more joy again in your life, right? Maybe something hasn't gone your way, and this is to teach you something about your health, to teach you about your daily routine, your job, reciprocity dynamics, of course. Messages for Scorpio. We have the green man. So there is, again, 15. Beautiful. So after you do this, you will be moving towards more abundance. The green man, you'll be clearing the energy away from all the toxicity, all that gunk. You're showing it to the light. You're allowing joy to come back into your life, right? There's a real maturity. You can see the horns on his head. You can see all the flies around, though, as well. So there is some kind of cleansing here that maybe honey is important as well. That could heal you, especially during these in-between times when the weather gets colder. It's fortifying your immune system. Let's go ahead and read 15 here, see if there's any extra. It opened right to it, actually. Abundance. Everything the green man touches to gold, or rather green. He is the ultimate expression of abundance, and more specifically, an abundance mindset. When the green man invites you to his earthly lair, it is to infuse you with the spirit of wealth. Money will flow with you with ease. Opportunities will suddenly come knocking, or you will find fulfillment of a goal just within reach. This is also a sign you're on the right path, and what you're doing now is working. So keep at it. This card shows you that you are living life and enjoying all the fruits of your labor. You feel more confident and sure of yourself, and other people have taken notice of this and seek your advice, knowing that you have much to share. The green man is also a giver and provider of wealth. Be generous with your abundance, both financially and spiritually. Share your knowledge and invite others to partake in good fortune. Beautiful energy here. Okay, let's grab you some chakras. Please give us most important advice. Most vital advice, please. Sacral chakra here, okay? Excessive energy in this chakra can lead to aggression or manipulative, overindulgent tendencies. A deficiency could lead to guilt, distrust, or resentment. There are many ways to balance the sacral chakra. Okay. This could be about self-esteem as well, finances, a mindset shift regarding those things as well. Anything else for Scorpio? Messages for Scorpio? Making sure that your love relationships have good reciprocity, give and take dynamics, the flow of energy, right? I always trust and follow my intuition. Beautiful. So you could be coming into a new understanding of yourself by leaning toward your spirituality or higher understanding of things, more optimistic view. I allow my creativity to flow through me freely, not impeding or not thinking that you can't have joy, right? Yeah, this will allow a gateway to open up actually in your finances to more abundance, more self-esteem. The more that you can lean into joy, the better. Let's grab you an animal oracle. Most vital message for the Scorpios at this time, please. Don't bang your head on an obstacle. Don't be too resilient or stubborn. You can overcome things. Maybe you need to go around something. Sing your own song here. So let's go ahead and read that. The canary in the coal mine, right? Let's go ahead and see. There's definitely a new start for your finances or your self-esteem in general. Self-love, right? Canary Spirit arrives to help you find your authentic voice and express what is in your heart. Free yourself to experience your inner light and let it shine as Canary Spirit sings to remind you of your inherent joy and to support you as you sing your own song. Now is the time to let the world know who you really are. Canary Spirit's message is that you are free to be yourself and express your most cherished desires. So manifesting, creating, right? The world wants to hear your song. If your inquiry is about a relationship, you're being called to fully be yourself, for only then will you find harmony and joy. You can make music with others so beautifully when your own note rings true. Okay, let's grab you some tea leaf as well. Sweet results await. We have B, so you'll be able to have better contacts, contracts, relationships. August, something about like, we do have the full moon tomorrow, of course, a new job or career. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay. Looks like you're getting rid of forces that were working against you, especially trying to impede maybe your desire to overcome obstacles, right? There's definitely a need to use the eagle spirit, perhaps, lean into that, seeing the higher perspective to reach success. Beautiful. Anything else for Scorpios? Messages for Scorpios. Harp, great happiness. Four-leaf clover. Taking an innovative approach could be very vital. Maybe you're moving, a new home, new attitude. Maybe you're just, if not a new home, it could be also just a new way of processing your emotions, which is what the fourth house also represents. It's our private, how do we care for ourselves? How do we mother ourselves? This could be a journey that you're going towards. Tell us more for Scorpio, please. Slowly and surely getting ahead. So fortifying your strategies going forward. Tell us more. Making sure you're nourishing yourself. Spiritual guidance, protection from harm. Most vital messages for Scorpio at this time, please. I know you are my soulmate, okay? Somebody here could listen to classical music, angel in a human form, okay? Let's grab you an extra card. Most vital messages, please, for Scorpio to align them on their most abundant path. Root vegetables, beautiful energy here, okay. Digging for nourishment or gold, considering other resources, or going where others might avoid. In those hidden places where most fear to go is where the most nourishment is waiting for you to behold. Yeah, this could be in your career as well. Your higher self chose this card because you need guidance on how to dig deeper for your resources and nourishment you need for your situation. Some of the world's most precious and desired resources like diamonds, gold, and truffles and agar wood, a very rare and expensive fragrance made from a particularly molded wood, are found in dirty, muddy places, and some of the most nourishing foods are found growing below the ground. Root vegetables like carrots, beets, garlic are powerful superfoods that are known for their healing and restorative properties. So make sure you're doing your shadow work. Consider whether or not you have a complete understanding of your desires. You may need to consider enrolling in a class to learn more information, or perhaps if you have also pulled Campfire, you might seek out a mentor who can offer additional guidance. Maybe you'll check out pick-a card readings or books. In a relationship, you could ask more questions rather than assuming you know someone's intention. Doing studying, even looking at TikToks about relationship dynamics or any kind of issues that you might have noticed in yourself. Do your research and review the fine print carefully before signing any contracts or before taking advantage of an opportunity. Crystals could be important too, grounding negativity away from you, opening yourself up to spiritual guidance as well could be necessary. Spiritual, like spirits around you that want to help you, giving offerings, right? You might be surprised to find there are better options available. If you're feeling stuck, it might be time to think outside the box and look beyond what is immediately in front of you. Definitely a need for innovative approaches. We saw that with the February card, which can represent Aquarius. What might seem like a dirty or unsavory person or place could be just what you need. So there's definitely something about finances here that you'll be led or guided towards. Other messages for Scorpio, please. Wreath. Wow, I have not seen this card. I don't think I've ever seen this card. Beautiful crone on the bottom of the deck. So a real maturing here. Let's go ahead and see 43. This could be about where you live, coming to a new mindset about your emotions, or about how you protect and nourish yourself, how you mother yourself. how you interact with others, eternity, growth, and symbol of circle. The circle is a very spiritual form, right? It's like the halo, it's the aura, right? So maybe you could envision a golden light. Continue to do these practices to enhance your aura, to elevate your frequency, to invite good spirits in, right? There is a circle of life tends to breathe. There in the circle of life tends to breathe death. One is not without the other, eternally bound by the essence of spirit. Nothing truly dies, but we do have like points of culmination. Nothing can if we didn't have any death in our life, diseases would be, they would expand and expand and expand, right? So, yeah, there's a gateway opening up, definitely, the more that you understand yourself. Maybe you're preparing for Christmas as well, inviting good energy in. Life is always ebbing and flowing in a cycle of good and bad. Circles are a perfect representation of the wheel of life, so when wreath centers your spread, it's a reminder that good fortune will return to you in time. If you're going through a rough patch, know the period will not last forever. If you're coming to a turning point in your life, and more paths will be available to you soon. We all know that after Scorpio season is Christmas, right? So there is good coming. Until that time, remember, you are what you attract. Keeping a positive attitude and trusting the universe will help you draw more favorable circumstances. If you are going through an unusually favorable time, remember to make the most of it. As things return to normal sooner or later, there's no such thing as normal. Live in the moment and cherish any good luck you have, because it may be I think there's something about self-esteem, like pouring in more more love towards yourself, right? So let's see what they want you to do with the tarot at this time. Most important message for Scorpio to do at this time to align them on their best path. Hangman, change your perspective. Okay, let's go ahead and read that for you guys. Sorry, I just knocked a bunch of cards over. Alrighty then. There it is. Justice suggested an evaluation of current circumstances. The hangman asks you to look at things from a totally different perspective. There are times when admitting defeat is not giving up. It is simply understanding the things as they are, and being willing to let go is a powerful action, sacrifice, right? So that we can allow more room for positivity in our life, more clean energy, more new energy. The nature of sacrifice is fickle, but sometimes we need to be willing to make sacrifices of our time and commitments in order for the flow of intention to be maintained. And giving of yourself, you gain a new perspective. I think you're giving to yourself more so as well. Very interesting. Maybe we'll grab you a Kali card for my powerful Scorpio friends. Most important vital message for the Scorpios at this time to align them on their most abundant path. Beautiful blue Tara here. This is a very peaceful, you can see the wholeness and that kind of vibe right there. Beautiful energy, all that growth coming through. Okay, 17. It's a beautiful card, honestly. I love the gold on the top as well, all that golden light. You can see how there's dark clouds, and yet the light of understanding, of self-awareness, just like that strength we saw here, that empowerment in the reverse in the previous position, you can turn this around and gain empowerment. Focus on your joy, focus on your strength, focus on your happiness, your heart, going towards joy, prioritizing joy, right? So let's read 17. Sweet Mother of Peace now bestows her gifts of clarity, peace, and the power to overcome any negative condition. Just as the beautiful lotus grows from the muddied waters, so too shall you arise from confusion, difficult circumstances, or heavy energies into sacred blossom. If you feel held back or slowed down by your circumstances, remember your soul has the ability to process everything and become stronger, not weaker, through doing so. And we don't get manifestation if we have nothing to fight against, if we have no friction, right? So light and dark must combine to manifest. The oracle indicates healing and a positive prediction for a peaceful future. Beautiful. Her multiple forms reminds us of the unending resourcefulness of the Divine Mother. It is taught that Tara manifests in whatever form is required for the protection of spiritual aspirants. Tara is the Divine Mother's enlightened activity. Sometimes we subconsciously switch off from divine assistance by limiting what we think is possible for spiritual energy to influence and manifest. The oracle asks you to challenge such spirit-limiting beliefs to empower divine assistance in your life. Interesting. Beautiful energy here. The ego thinks you are either with me or against me, and battle ensues. For the peace-loving heart, there is no joy in such a way of being. It creates anxiety, distress, fear, which steals power, love, and hopefulness from the heart. When we acknowledge that Tara loves us as her one child rather than as her many children, it gives us permission to receive fully without guilt. It gives us leave to not lose faith if another appears to unjustly gain an upper hand, because we can remember in our hearts that we are all loved and treasured equally. No matter what appears to be, there is no such thing as privilege at a spiritual level. We are all in this together, and what happens within within one affects all. We can only grow, heal, and awaken together in entirety. There will be some who have the capacity to move ahead of the curve. They will be supported in doing so, yet they are no more important than those struggling to find the path. This does not mean that those with more advanced capabilities should martyr themselves to the lower frequency of their spiritual brothers and sisters or give up attempting to make individual progress. The more progress we make on our spiritual journey, the more benefit we ultimately bring to the collective, because we are all connected. You cannot choose who will be able to acknowledge and support your spiritual path, nor how the benefits will reach others. Some will be able to receive a direct and immediate benefit, others will not have the capacity. Yet, even if they and you cannot see how they benefit as you make progress on your spiritual path, you can assume it is happening nonetheless, because you're elevating your frequency, you're aligning yourself, you're elevating the frequency of the entire globe. Now you're ready to manifest better, right? Everybody's manifesting constantly in their life from their thoughts. Every intention you send out returns with the power of 3. So if we have a lot of low vibing, scared individuals, what do we manifest in the world? Scarcity, poverty, lack. If we have a lot of high vibing individuals who love to heal, who love to care, who love to nurture, who love joy, who love happiness and art and beauty and creativity, manifestation, who believe in themselves, what do you think they manifest? They manifest more joy, more abundance, more positivity, and they continue to inspire others as well, right? Blue skin Tara represents the element of spaciousness. Creating space in our lives opens up to grace. You can only receive what you create room for. So letting go, you have to shed things, like letting go of ideas or beliefs or even things, cleaning, cleansing, so that you can come to new ideas, right? We did see the Aquarius energy, which is all about breaking structures of the past. It supersedes Capricorn, right? Aquarius follows Capricorn in February. So Capricorn is all about the past, conservatism, which is great if we want to establish more structure in our lives. I mean, I've just spoken to Aquarius about this in their reading because, Aquariuses can always be one step ahead of the curve, but they fail to kind of build structures. Scorpio, you might have a lot of placements in your chart that you're constantly looking to the past, and you're not willing to break old molds, toxic patterns from the family, toxic beliefs that were passed down or ingrained, right? It's time to shed, right? So continually clear the way for grace. That can happen by letting go of mental clinging to emotional distress and becoming open to positive outcomes. Scorpio is a fixed water sign. Fixed means it's a period of the season where the temperature is steady. So fixed is very stubborn as well, though, and it can hold on to things far too long. And it is a water sign, right, which is all about emotions, right? So always go towards your opposite polarity as well. The opposite polarity of Scorpio is Taurus, so that you can add qualities in that you don't naturally have, so you can balance yourself out. And Taurus focuses on enjoyment, on pleasure, on luxuries, on beauty, on making your home feel good, on enjoying beautiful perfumes, beautiful clothes, beautiful food, right? Scorpio is the opposite. It tends to hold grudges. It even might shed things, which is great. It allows more room. If you check out Claire Nakti's nakshatras about the billionaires tend to have Scorpio in them because they're constantly shedding and rebirthing, hence the minimalism trend, right? They don't need a lot of things because by shedding things away, you create a void that actually attracts more abundance towards you. So let's continue. We do not accomplish this by denying or ignoring thoughts or feelings, but by practicing reassurance and dropping into trust. It's a practice, right? And if it's your first time, you'll get better at it. It is as a spiritual art. Sometimes it'll be easier to practice than other times, yet in shifting from distrust to trust again, we learn the pattern. So maybe relying on spiritual teachers, looking at pick-a-card readings could be helpful as well. We learn to drop from our head into our heart, and we move forward, right? We acknowledge our emotions, and it makes us stronger. Now we have a more multifaceted, stronger understanding of reality and of ourselves. So let's continue. Let's see. Unlike Callie's wild and free hair, Tara's is carefully coiled. This represents her gift of gently taming the wild spirit and providing us with careful, patient, and loving steps to bring ourselves back to peace and empowerment. If you have been feeling out of control of yourself or situations you have felt incapable of positively influencing, the Oracle of Blue Tara brings comfort. Chaos will give way to the correct order of love. Let there be peace in your heart. As she looks to her right, gazing towards the future, the gift of this Oracle is a prediction of a peaceful, protected, and authentically expressive future drawing close to you now. You have every right to feel hopeful, happy, and secure in the future destiny unfolding. I hope you like this reading. Please hit like, comment, share, subscribe. You can get a personal by messaging me on Telegram. If you want to leave a tip, you can do so through the Buy Me a Coffee link in the description. Best of luck, best wishes. Take care. Thank you so much.